Good afternoon. It is 4:30 and we are about to begin our second edition of the Masterclass for 2026 edition. I'm very happy that last week we have been able to start this year's Masterclass, and we had more than 600 participants in the inaugural program, and our Rotary International Director, KP Nagesh, also joined with us with his inspirational address. And then we had a complete overview of our website and the app, our entire platform in a nutshell. And we took certain questions and answers as well. Normally, we think that our masterclass will continue for about an hour. But from our experience, we have seen that it almost in every week, it extends below 1 hour. Last week, during the inaugural program, it continued for 2 hours, and we have been able to complete it at around 6:30. So that shows your enthusiasm, your love and likings on our masterclass. And we are sure that with all your active participation and your guidance, we'll be able to continue our masterclass for the next 3 months. And as usual, on every week, we'll take up one important topics related to our platform, and we will give you a presentation with hands-on practical experience how to do those exercises. And then we will take up question answers as usual on the topic of that particular week. And in the evening, from our system, you will get an email from our system with the minutes of today's masterclass, with a link from where you will get the entire video recording of today's masterclass. In case you would like to recap your memory, you can share those with your fellow Rotarians who have not been able to join that program, also with some essential information and link as well. So today, as we have discussed yesterday, that today we will discuss about the most important topic of this website and the app. When we started this website on 1st January 2020, and I'm very happy to share with you, since last 5.5 years, the RI directors, whoever has come in, have entrusted to lead this portal as the chairman of this portal, and I'm heading it for the last 5.5 years, with, of course, a team of 4 zonal coordinators, one each for zone 4, 5, 6, 7. We are very happy that today we have with us the zonal coordinators of zone 4, past District Governor Rajesh ji. Welcome, Rajesh ji. I am sure the other zonal coordinators of zone 5, 6, 7, they will also join by the time.
Guys from zone 4 and Jitendra Aneja from zone 7.
Excellent. So welcome, past District Governor Jitendra ji also. So they are the backbone of our portal. Every zonal coordinator, they look after all the districts of their zone. And many of you are aware that every district has a district coordinator appointed by the district governor. Today, we are having a few district governor-elect and district governor nominees also, apart from a few past district governors. So we have already crossed 400 participation. I'm sure by the time we start our conversation, today also it will exceed 500 or even can touch 600. So we are very happy. So today we will concentrate on how to upload the service projects in our portal through website and through app as well. Because when we started this website, our basic purpose was to allow the Rotary clubs to upload their service projects. Because in Rotary.org, in Rotary International website, in the service project section, whatever service projects that you upload, it remains there only for 3 years. After that, it vanishes. And it is very difficult for other Rotary clubs or the non-Rotarians to view your service projects, that what you have done. But in our portal, the way we have designed it, that even if your club is 30 years old and you'd like to add some of the service projects that still you have the photographs and the details, you can add those service projects by adding those projects in that particular year as well. And it never get deleted. It will remain ever for next 50, even 100 years. So that is the beauty. And not only the Rotarians of India, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Maldives will be able to view and see your service projects. Even the non-Rotarians across the globe, they can join the website and they can view your service projects. And there are several ways anyone can view the service projects. They can view it on Rotary district-wise, club-wise, and any one of the 7 areas of focus-wise, even the country state-wise. So there are so many options that I'm sure when we will give you the presentation, we will show you, and we will give you a practical demo that how within 2 to 3 minutes you will be able to upload a project along with 5 of the project photographs. Suppose you went to a project site, you have done a project, you are coming back to your office in your car. By the time you reach your office, you will be able to upload the project through your mobile app, and everybody, not only the members of your club, everybody in the world will be able to view your service projects. Our website and app is that lively and that real-time application that we have. So let us start with our presentation, then we will take question answers. And as usual, we are having our very able webmaster, Rotary Narendra Rao, with his backup team. So now I will request our webmaster, Narendra Rao, to start his presentation. And during the question and answer, please try to involve our general coordinators who will be there till that time, so that they will also feel involved. So over to Naren for your presentation. Naren, you can start.
Good evening, friends. Before we begin, let me ask you one simple question to all of you. Have you ever done something really good and then struggled to prove it? I'm sure, yes. So let me share a quick story. So we all know one universal truth, that is, the good intentions are wonderful, but evidence is even better. Imagine your spouse is asking today, did you really go to the gym? You can't just say, yes, of course, dear. You can actually show your app and say, boss, look at this. I have done 5,000 steps. Or in the company, your boss asks, did you finish the project? You don't have to give a motivational speech. You can show the report. Now, on a lighter note, imagine when we reach the pearly gates, imagine Saint Peter may ask, were you a Rotarian? He may say, fantastic. Now show me the lives you have touched, the smiles you have created, and the communities that you have changed. And this is where our app RA Zone 45678 comes in. It gives your club's digital evidence board. Yes, capturing every service project, volunteer hour, donation, and the smile and the life that you impacted. because good work deserves to be seen. If it is documented, it cannot be forgotten. But once it is in the app, it becomes your club story, a legacy, a pride for your club. So now let's get into action, friends. Let's build a legacy for our own club, and so that the world will see this forever. So that means whatever story, whatever legacy that you're building today is not going to be deleted. That means adding a service project, it is not a task which your governor wants you to do it, or is it your assistant governor who wants you to do it. It is something which you want to do it, so that you are building a legacy which can be seen, which can be cherished forever. So what we are going to show today is how to add a service project. I just gave a brief why to add this service project. So simple. When we add this data here, as Anshumanji very specifically mentioned, the information is not going to be deleted. That means your year gets over on 30th of June 2027, but the data that you added is not going to be deleted forever. That means after 10 years, you want to go back and say, boss, what did I do in the year 26, 27? You have a story to show to the world. Now, I'm going to show you how to do it, and plus all the new features that we enabled, where how the life is made simple in terms of pushing this work to Rotary.org. For all the newcomers here, let me just explain you the difference between Rotary.org and Rotary India, or the RI zones 45678.org. Friends, this app and the website is for the zones 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, covering India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Maldives, and Bhutan. Now, this app is to help us in terms of creating this data bank. Most important part. Second is whatever we add here will also be useful for you to create multiple reports. That means your monthly report, or your governor's official visit time, or if it's an annual report, anything that you need, this is something which is going to help you. And in Rotary.org, when you add it here, you cannot generate all those reports for the governor. So that means normally you have to do it twice. So, but we have solved that problem, where once you enter it here, the information can also go to Rotary.org in the simplest way, which is what I'm going to show you. So today, last time I showed you more on the app, how it is functioning. Today, I'm going to show you from the desktop. Now, before getting into the screen, who can add these projects? Every club admin can add this project. Now, who are the club admins? Every president and secretary of the current year are the default admins of the club. But imagine I have Sarvadip Sachdev as a president of my club and Renu Malhotra as secretary, but we both are not, or they both are not tech savvy. We have Kamal ji in my club, Kamal Luthra ji in my club, who may be tech savvy. I can make him also an admin of my club. That means there is no limitation to the number of admins in the club. But you be careful in terms of how many admins you need to have. But the whole intention of having multiple admins is you can delegate the work to someone else in case you do not have the time to do it, or you don't have the bandwidth to do it. So that means the first problem I'm solving is who can add the project is clear. They are the admins of the club. How do you get the admin rights? We have already sent admin rights to every club admin whose data we have received. In case there are anybody who have not received admin rights here, who are the current president or secretary, you can connect to the helpline number. My team will send the helpline numbers here on the screen. I mean, on the chat box, you can actually see the helpline number. You can communicate to them. Now I'm going to show you, once I log in to the RA Zones 45678 app, how do I upload service project? So sharing the screen, give me a second. So when I go to RI Zones 4567.8.org, I have a login screen here. I type in my mobile number. So what is my login ID? My mobile number. and the password is already given to you. So in case you do not remember the password, just click on the forgot password. The system takes care of everything. You get an email to reset the password. Click on that, type the new password, and you can log into this process. Where I don't want to spend more of time of explaining this. Now, this is what you get into when you log in. That means you will get into a club dashboard which gives you the story about your clubs. That is how many members are there and everything. But I'm not getting into this part. Our job today is entering the service project. So where do I do it? I had to go to service projects. So when I click on the service projects, here I get different buttons here. I have option of all, club service, community service. You can see the buttons on the top: vocational, international, new generation, public image, and of course there's something new which is a PPH, old one, but it's something called PPH camp. Now I'm getting into the community service project. So now we can see there are already 4 service projects listed in the current year. Now some of you have already faced a problem. Sir, I cannot find the year 26-27. Don't bother. Click on the add project, and when you add a project and click on the date here, automatically the first year 26-27 comes in. Now I'm going to show you by actually giving a demo of adding a service project. So how do I add a service project? Let's say now we built a toilet block in a village. So now that the story. So now how do I add a service project? I go to one-time project because I'm not going to build the toilet blocks every day. Is this project a joint project with any other club? I'll say no. And title of the project is, example say, build toilet blocks. Example, description, we constructed two toilet blocks in the village Yavur. It is inaugurated by our DG, Dr. Whatever, you can write the entire story of description. Location, I just write example. Date of the project, I'll say we did this project today. So I just need to click on the 15th, automatically it picks up today's date. Now, where do I add this? I go into service, the thing, I can just go into community and economic development, select here and go into others. Or once, let me just see, disease prevention. Okay, whatever. I'll just select a specific place and I'm going to, I'll select, say, economic development, other, because it is not there in the list. Click and I'm writing the project cost. I'll write the cost of this project is 50,000. And in case it is a global grant, I can select global grant. Then it will ask me for the global grant details, the global grant number, the amount sanctioned, amount received. And in case it is a district grant, I can mention that. If it is a CSR, I can mention that here, which company supported me. Or if it is a self-funded, I select self-funded and write the beneficiary. Imagine that village where we built the toilet blocks has got 50 people. So I write 50 beneficiaries. How many man hours spent? Imagine this whole project took, say, 10 Rotarians maybe spent 25 hours. That means 250 man hours. 10 Rotarians, let's say Rotractors were 0 in this, and I can add the photographs. Now I'll just add the photographs from here. 1 second. I click on the add photograph. I go into the dummy project, building toilet. Let's say I just add one photo. Example, add one more photograph. I can add up to 5 photographs. Okay, now there is an option for me to send WhatsApp or email notification if I want it to members of my club, for which I need to buy the WhatsApp credit. So now I don't bought the credit, so I'm not ignoring it. I click on the save project. Now this project is saved. Can you see this? Friends, I need a message in the chat box. How much time I took to add this service project? I wrote the title, selected the project, added the photographs. The whole process took just 3 to 5 minutes. Now I did it from the screen, but from the desktop, exactly the same process. You can do it from the computer, mobile too, which I'll show you how to do it. So shall I just get into that before getting into the next mode? I'll just show you how the same process is done using the mobile phone. One second. So you can see the mobile phone. I'm just going into the same app and I go into my club. I go into community service project. You can see the project which I've already added here. I'm just clicking on the plus button here, clicking on this process, and I'm entering the entire system. Exactly the same process selected, ongoing, project details, building, toilet, blocks, whatever, same process, everything is same, all the features are same, selected the entire thing and added the option here. So entirely the same process, exactly. I can pick up the photograph here from the mobile and I can add it from here. That means the same exactly system is done and the project is added. Now, once I add this project, where all this project goes? One, it goes into my club website. It goes into my district website. I'm going to show you both right now. I added a project. Now let me just use a browser and show you it live. I'm going to show you live. I'm just going into my district website. It comes here. I think it's already come to a specific date. Now the district website was a community service project. It gets updated in a day. So that means by tomorrow morning, this will be seen here. So let me just see my club website. Can you see this? The data has come here. I've just added 5 minutes back. including the photograph and content. I can see it in my club website. And I can also share this project from my club website into various social media options for me, or I can even click a link of it and send it to my friends. So all the photographs, all the content which I added is there in my club website already live here. So that means the moment I add the project, it is gone into my district website. Only thing is district website takes a day to get refreshed. So tomorrow morning you will see that. But a club website is already live updated. That means all I did is added using this mobile phone or using my desktop, and the information is now shared to my club website, to my district website. It also will go to RI Zones 45678 website, which is now we're just making it live in another 3 to 4 days with the new version, where it will also go so that the entire country, entire zones can see that data. Again, there it refreshes every day, once a day. By tonight, it will get refreshed. Tomorrow morning, you'll see that there. Plus, this data will also go into my club's monthly report. That means when I'm generating my monthly report, I don't need to enter the data again. It will also go into my annual report, which I'm going to generate whenever I need. It will also go to my governor's official visit report, which I'm going to generate during my governor's official visit. That means एक बार मैंने add कर दिया, the data is shared everywhere. I'm repeating, I added it in one single place. It's gone into my club website. It's gone into my district website. It's gone into my monthly report. It's gone into my uh, wherever I want it, it can go. That means it goes in my uh, governor's official visit report. Plus, it will also go for my GML editor. My GML editor need not ask me the data separately. He or she can fetch the data from here. That means my DG can also know that the projects are uploaded by me. So that simple the process is. Now, something more exciting. How do I push this? Very important, friends. I want you to focus on this part. How do I push this project to Rotary.org? We just built it. There may be minor glitches in this part, but we'll make it perfect. But how do I push this to Rotary.org without struggling? That means I've already taken effort of adding this photograph, adding this content. Now, how do I move it there? Now I'm going to show you, I want you to focus on this part. It's a new module where we are helping you to, sorry. Yeah. Now, in the dashboard, there is a separate button called a Sync Projects to Root.org. This is a new button which is got added today. So when I click on this button, give me a second. So when I click on this, it opens up a small tutorial. Just see this, what am I doing now? For the first time, once we need to add an extension to your Google Chrome. This is a mandatory for adding this project. I'm repeating this process. I want you to focus again. You just need to click on this sync project to root.org. When I click on this, it asks you to install an extension. When I click on this install an extension, it adds an extension to Chrome. Just see this process. I added an extension to Chrome. You don't need to do anything. It got added. Now, once I did this process, I go back and I refresh the page. This is a one-time effort I need to do. So once I do this, when I go into service project, now, can you see this? There's a new button got enabled called as Rotary.org sync. Now, earlier this button was not there. Now I'm clicking on, I want to sync this particular project. I may not want to sync this project. That means you have an option to choose which project you want to add to Rotary.org. You may not want to add all the projects. Let's say I want to add only this project. So I go here and click on the sync button. I want everybody to see this. When I click on the sync button, what happens? It says add this project to Rotary International. I say add to Rotary.org. Now it will ask me to add the login ID and password of Rotary.org, which one I have used for Rotary.org. When I click on that, now just see the whole process. It logs into Rotary.org. I don't need to do anything. My hands are free. It logs in from the system. It does everything by itself. It's logged in now. It opens up, add service project, add a project. Can you see this? Where is this project? Everything is added. I added the whole data there. Now I just need to publish this project. Everything of this project is added here, including the photograph. Can you see this? Including the photographs are added here. And all I require is click on the next if I want to and publish this project. I'm not publishing it because this is a test project currently. Moment I do the publish this project, the Rotary.org, this project is added. Friends, that simple the whole process is. All I did is added a small extension. The process is simple there again. Clicked on the service project. I'm going to show you this process again. I wanted to see this process again. Very simple, but currently it is enabled on the desktop version. So even if you add a project, I'm repeating it, even if you add a project from the mobile, it will reside in the desktop, log into the desktop and enable this process. I'm showing you this again for everybody to understand. All I did was went into the dashboard, clicked on the sync project rotor.org. That's a one-time process. Once I did it, then when I come into service projects, I can see this new button. If I don't sync there, this button does not come. So once I click on the sync, the whole process starts. I'm just deleting this project now because this is a dummy project that we added. Now imagine I want to sync this project. I just click on this button again. I'm not adding it. Now add to Rotary.org, add to Rotary International, the whole data, including photograph and content. Again, the whole process started. It goes into the project, added those data. Where is it happening? Data is done. Photographs are added. You can go and check that, friends. You can just go and check. Project का क्या लिखा था? Photograph add हुआ कि नहीं? Can you see this? It's added those photograph. In case you need to add anything no more, imagine you want to add a video link or anything, you can very well add those buttons here. Cross check before uploading it or making it final and clicking on the next, then clicking on the publish. This project gets published in Rotary.org. It also picked up everything, voluntary hours, number of volunteers, what's the how much money has been spent, whatever data that you added, it's all calculated and it's gone to my club. Everything is in my club and I can publish this project. How simple this process is.